Hey, welcome to myhousesellsfast.org. This is Coe Cameron, and a lot of questions coming in today. So we just want to review some topics here. The topic of the day is selling an inherited property. How do you sell an inherited property? I mean, that's one of the great questions we get all the time. And so, whether somebody passes, somebody quick claims it, or however the case is, you received this property. How do you sell it? What is the process? Do you have the right paperwork when you do sell it? You might ask some tax questions. Is how much taxes am I going to pay when I do pay? When I do go to sell it, especially an inherited property. There's a lot of stuff you just don't know about. You might not know about the property, and it's important to get with a professional to A, figure out how much you can get for it, and then B, figure out how much you can sell it for. And so, is a probate necessary? A lot of times we'll get that question. It just depends. It depends on, is the will, is there a will? Is the property in a trust? Does the will need to be probated? What type of will is that? And so we get those questions all the time, and that's a serious one. How long is it going to take to probate? Can I go ahead and sell my property? Can I go ahead and sell my inherited property while it's being probated? The answer to the question is yes. But you need to know how long it's going to take, and you need to know the next steps. And so how long will that take? We got to get with the attorneys to figure that out. What legal duties does an executor or administrator have to the will when you're selling an inherited property? That might be a question you might have. What happens if somebody violates the terms of the will when you're selling the inherited property? When is a will invalid? There's a lot of questions about, the will, which creditors are going to be paid when you sell the inherited property. Can, Medicaid claims be avoided? Who are the heirs and blended families? You want to make sure, when you do sell the property that the money goes to the right place. If it doesn't, there could be a lot of issues moving forward. And that brings me around to my next point. That's why it's important to hire a realtor or hire a real estate professional that knows how to sell an inherited property. What happens to a business owned by the deceased? That's another question. If there's a business involved and the property has the business on it, what are the nuances? How do you go about selling the business to sell the inherited property? There's a lot of questions that we get. I think that the big question is, how can I sell an inherited property? And, it needs to be probated if you don't already have clear title to the property. If you got clear title to the property, there's three different ways. You can get a cash deal on it. You can try to use our accelerated listing program, or you can go the traditional route to maximize exposure and really try to get top of the market dollar. So those are three different routes that we recommend and that we provide. And you just want to get with the right professional to make sure to net you the most money as possible. So that's why at myhousesellsfast.org here in Georgia, we'd love to represent you, sit down, have a minute to talk to you, let you know how much you can net on the property, and then the next steps, whether if it is the cash deal, which cash deal is best, or the traditional marketing is the best. So, we just provide the next steps, an outline of our program and how we can help you sell the inherited property. So at myhousesellsfasthere.org, hope you guys have a great day, and talk to you soon.